Thank you for joining me for another video. This is Playtime with DragonFire. And welcome back to another episode of Conan Exiles with DragonFire. This is the first recording after the Chapter 3 release. So in this chapter, they have made many updates. If we take a quick peek at some of the options. So they have changed the journey system. So we no longer have 10 steps per set in journeys, and they don't just automatically happen. So you start off with Survivor. So then you go down and you work your way through them. As you go, you got to do this, then you do that, then you do this. So it is a step-by-step, which is a great feature, I believe, for new players or new characters. Some of them are locked, like Tinkerer. It's locked until you get to certain places in the journeys. Some of them, you've got Mountaineer, Raider, Artificer. So things we'll explore as we go. When you complete a journey step, you get a reward. Once you complete Survivor, you get supply materials for a reward. And there are a number of steps to go through. So I will take you through a couple, but I don't think we're going to go through all of them. We'll have to let you guys figure some of them out as you go as well. You can skip them, but I do believe you cannot go back and get them. Now the other thing is, in doing these, spend attribute points. So if you are at level 60, you have to reset your attribute points in order to complete this part. We're going to take our first steps for the journey steps here. As soon as you come into the game and you take a step, take your first steps, journey step complete. We'll take a look at that again. So now it's an X, so it's ready. Now it says investigate the smoke nearby. This has to be done at the beginning of the map. So we'll show you where that is. So where you start, when you spawn in to the game brand new, you're at the Broken Highway. So you have to start here and work your way up. So give me a moment. I'm going to end up right over there, and we'll come right back. All right, so this is where you start off when you first make your character. So this is where I started off. You might remember, we come in, you read that. And then you see this. There, we just investigated the smoke nearby. So now we'll just click Journey Step. Now it says Search for Supplies. All right, so let's go over here. And there, we search for supplies. Look, we got a roast haunch. Take a quick peek around, see if there's another box we can find. Nope, not given one. All right. So now we did that. Now it says eat or drink, or eat and drink is what it says. So let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah, we're kind of hungry, so we'll take a roast haunch. So eat and drink. Gather plant fiber. Okay, so when it says gather, you have to make sure that you gather enough pieces. There you go. I do believe it's 10 is what you have to gather. I actually got 15 out of it. So now we'll check the journey steps again. Now it says craft and wear clothing. It's not too dissimilar to the journey steps as they were, only a little more in depth. And this is very much like the sorcerer caravans that we were finding in the Exile lands in Chapter 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and craft a piece of clothing at once. Doesn't matter what it is, just going to craft one. Okay, so we crafted it, now it says wear it. It really doesn't matter what you wear, just wear some clothes. So journey step complete. You might not have needed to craft it, but we'll have to test that and figure that out. If you figure that out, if you try to just wear one without crafting it, please leave a comment down below, and let's see what others have found. So spend attribute points. All right, now we'll go up here to the attributes. So now I need to add a few more. Yeah, we're going to go, there we go, just add one. I don't want to add up too many right now. All right, now search for more survivors. So they want you to continue to run. Now if you remember this path here, you run and you follow it all the way up. You eventually get to where there's a bat with a dead body. So again, if this was a brand new character, this would just be normal movement. Yep. Look, we searched for more survivors, and well, it's not a survivor anymore. Alright, so now gather stones. So now I just want you to pick up a bunch of stones. There we go, as soon as you get 5. And gather branches. So what they're doing is they're getting you to the point where you can create tools. So now, craft a stone pick. Okay. So again, just going to craft a pick. We can drop it because we don't need that. I have a steel pick. Now, harvest stone. It does say do it with the pick, or the stone pick, but it doesn't matter which pick you use. Apparently it's also one of my challenges here, is to harvest stone. So that's the other things that have changed too. There are a couple more journey steps, or challenges, to work with. Alright, so now it says place a bedroll. Well, that means finding a bedroll. This will work. So we don't have enough sticks now. Oh, I have 2. Let's make sure I got some fiber because we have to make string as well. There we go. Now come back up here. Let's go ahead and craft one. Apparently I made 2 bedrolls, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and place one down. Journey step complete. Slay an enemy. And then craft some wraps. But you have to do them in order. So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of that. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to find an enemy. And here we have an imp. So I kill him. Slay an enemy. Now, said to create a wrap, so here's a rough wrap. So did that. Now it says heal yourself. I can actually do that, so where's my wraps? I'll just use the wrap that we just created. There we go. And you can see how this progresses. We just keep going. Harvest meat from the corpse. Can we get with a pick? Yes, feral flesh right there. Alright, next journey step. Refill water skin. And we've made it to the water. Actually right near our first location when we came into the game to begin with. Now we're going to point at the water. We're going to drink from the water skin, which will refill it. Let's go back to the journey steps. Now it says access or place a campfire. Access or place one. Good news is we don't have to create one and do anything because I do believe we have one up here somewhere. Alright, so here's one here. Access it. There, we accessed one. Cook raw meat. Well, we have some things that we can cook here, so let's go ahead and cook up some raw meat. Not the meat it wants cooked, so let's try this one. There it goes, as soon as I pick that one up. Now our journey step. Now it says eat some cooked meat. Alright, so the first time when we ate the roast haunch, that was just to eat. That was not about eating cooked meat. So that could have been eating bugs or anything like that too. Now, next one. That's it. That's the last of it. So now that we've completed these journey steps, we have access to this reward. So we can claim the reward. We've gained supply materials. So we are going to work on getting to some of these rewards because we're curious as to what these are. And while we do that, we'll work on leveling up, having some fun playing the games. In the next episode, please join me as we continue some more of these journey steps and we take a more in-depth look at what's new in Conan 3.0, Chapter 3. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button below and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to share my playtime with you.